Hello, ladies and gentlemen, CaptainShack here, and welcome. Well, welcome to Space Engineers Thursday live stream. I stream this every single Thursday, just about, unless something comes up or they release, you know, explosive dogs that break your server and all the stuff you've been working hard on. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, might be still a little bitter. Hey guys, hopefully the audio is good. I've been tweaking around with some stuff. Are we gonna look at? Oh yes, we are gonna look at the roadmap. Somebody just asked that question. Are we gonna look at the roadmap? So if you don't know, today's patch was an interesting one. They've laid out 2016, the roadmap on what they want to work on. America's dropped a whole big old knowledge bomb on us, and I'm pretty impressed. Let me pull it up on the screen real quick. So 2 seconds, guys. I actually forgot to have this already open. But there's some interesting things to note on there, and I know they're going to be doing a stream tomorrow. Oh, looks like I didn't rename the stream name. Whoops. All right, well, people are going to be confused as they pop in, but it's all good. All right, let's see here. It was, if you check out the Space Engineers YouTube channel, you can see today's patch. Today's patch was a big bug fixing patch, by the way, so no real big new content. Good patch, though. A lot of things that really needed to be updated. Space Engineers, but the big news is what they're going to be working on going forward. Sadly, the roadmap isn't in any particular order, so let's see here. Today is not Skyrim Day. I just forgot to rename the stream. You're seeing it over on Hitbox. And they've also done some new guides. Nice, modding guides. That's really good. Good news for modders. We've been screaming about it for a long time now. We need documentation on how to mod stuff proper, because the old documentation is way out of date. The stream is alive indeed. Where the heck is the features and fixes? Oh, I went under the wrong thing. That's why. That's why. We want to see the update with Zoc on the front. It's actually the first time we've seen one of the developers in the video. I'm pulling it up now, guys. Just give me 1 second. Roadmap. Here we go. Roadmap. Roadmap for Space Engineers. Sweet. So we'll plop that up on the screen and take a look at it. Let me get the stream chat back up. There we go. Hey, guys. Giving everybody a chance to get in while we look at this. So here's the roadmap, and you guys can check this out for yourselves. It's over on Rose's blog, Merrick Rose's blog. Or you can go over to their YouTube channel and check it out. They talk about it a bit, but here's the bullet points. Now, this is Space Engineers and Medieval Engineers. Now, the ones that jumped out to me, the very first thing is multiplayer polishing. Thank God. They've been working on that for a while now. We're still waiting for that to really come through. But the ones that jumped out, there's a whole lot of, like, the game just needs to run better. It needs to be a better user experience, especially for new players. They're going to have it looks like a lot of people who've never played the game come in and actually sit down and play it and then note down the most irritating things that these people run into, because a lot of us old school gamers who've been playing Space Engineers for a while, we kind of miss out on a lot of the difficulty of getting into the game, so that's cool. Hello, Pads. Welcome to the stream. But the notes that jumped out at me, shooting and weapons. Basically, they want to have a general, basic first-person shooter experience, which if you've watched that recent video me and the DSN crew did, the Deep Space Nation crew that was in Warhammer 40K, where the weapons are like clipping through our heads and the aiming is just terrible and it just doesn't feel right, and it's really frustrating. Well, yeah, that's obviously fix the first-person shooter experience on top of the multiplayer experience, which was #1 on the list. Sadly, this is in no particular order, so we don't know what they're going to be prioritizing, except for we know multiplayer is already in the works. Drilling and mining optimization, that could be good, because we noticed in multiplayer, when you start drilling, especially with multiple large drills, you see this huge slowdown. It's real bad. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, somebody modded in Ladder's Shadowcast. Oh, we're gonna look at that today. I haven't messed with it yet. See what it does. We're gonna get rid of the saving. Please wait. Needs to get rid of. Yeah, that's true. That's annoying. Like, the player doesn't need to know that the server is saving all the time. It doesn't need to be flashing up in the screen, taking you out of the experience playing the game. The one that really jumped out at me was this one. Official persistent servers. What does that mean? Like, what is that? We're going to have persistent server with how many players? Is it one server? Is it a cluster of servers? Like, what kind of experience can we expect on an official persistent server, or servers in that manner? Like, I don't know. That sounds really cool, though. Sounds really cool. Working on ragdolling, that's badass. Good. Improved tutorials. Yeah, the tutorials, which are like these missions you can load up, they're not bad, but add voxel material and survival. Now, there's a mod that already does this that just recently came out. The mod author actually sent me an email, asked me to spotlight it. So, hey, I'm mentioning your mod. I'm not going to be spotlighting it in this stream. Maybe next stream I'll pop it in there, just because I kind of forgot. But what this does is, if you notice when you're building in survival mode and like you dig the wrong section of your house out or your base or whatever you're doing, and it ruins the terrain look, you can't fix it without going into admin tools and fixing it. And if you're in, yeah, I know, netcode, #1 thing, King Brick. You can't fix it though, and it makes the area around your base or whatever you're trying to build, especially if you're doing it for like just aesthetic reasons, you can really screw it up. And if you're on a hosted server, you're screwed unless you have admin commands. And you can't give everybody admin commands. So adding voxel material and survival and the ability to replace things you've messed up would be really, really nice. But this is the roadmap. There's some interesting stuff here. I mean, they're talking about taking it out of finally the beta stage and calling it a released game. #1 though, that multiplayer. Check design, lag compensation. What scale do they want to go to? There's nothing mentioned of that on here. If you scroll down, there's talk of... I didn't really notice this picture before. Isn't that from Medieval Engineers? They like imported it into this. It's beautiful. Some neat renderings. Like, look at that. That's gorgeous. What's going on here? Like, what is this block? What are we seeing here? But that's physics-based rendering that they want to have brought over. I don't know. There's some neat stuff here. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's stream. There's going to be some of the YouTubers on there. I was asked to be a part of it. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to. I will be able to watch, but I'm not going to be at my computer to be able to be part of the stream tomorrow. So keep an eye on that on Space Engineers Twitch channel. I think Wasted might be on there. I'm not sure who else, though. So keep an eye out. That's going to be interesting stuff. All right, let's get to building something. So my plan today, we're going to load up the map, and we're going to do space battles. Got all kinds of maps in here. And what we're going to do today is I want to set up a map for the next time that the Deep Space Nation community, a lot of YouTubers and high-end builders on Space Engineers can get together. And kind of like we did with the Warhammer 40K. Those are some sexy doors, right? I hope those are being imported into the game as official. But that Warhammer 40K video that I did, I want to make a map that's pre-set up and ready to go so we can have an epic space battle in the vein of Star Wars. Like a big Empire versus Rebels battle. We're going to use some of the builds from Perfect Blanky because he's awesome. And we're going to see what we can do here. I hope that's in Space Engineers. Indeed, I'm hoping to see, I don't know, one, of course, multiplayer. I mean, that's what we're all waiting for. I am well aware Imperium has multiplayer. Imperium has a lot of stuff that they need to work on, though, before it really gets there for me. Come on now, that endless loading screen. But yeah, like multiplayer code is a huge thing. I want to know what kind of scale we're talking about for players. Like, are we talking about 10 players in multiplayer? Are we talking about 30 players in multiplayer? Persistent servers that are up 24/7 that are being run by the devs, that's on the list there. Are we going to see that in large numbers? Is the game going to be that stable? Can they make the game that stable with their physics engine and their damage rendering and all that jazz? I don't know. I'm real curious to see what this year brings for Space Engineers. Yes, we're going to be using the Star Wars Weapons and More mod. We're going to be using a couple of the Star Destroyers that I picked up off of the workshop. And then we're going to be messing with... Perfect Blinky's vanilla builds, because the vanilla builds just look so good. He's so good at taking a pre-existing ship from a franchise and building it in Space Engineers with vanilla blocks and making it look good. Welcome, I'm actually gonna need battle names for you guys. Like, what should we call this battle? Here's what I've started working on, though. I put a couple of Star Destroyers in here, but I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. I think I want to have one big Star Destroyer, and then the fight will be in fighter craft, is what I think we're gonna do for this scenario. Hey, Glandor, welcome to the stream. Hey, Diamond. I'm debating, because if you go with a big, like here, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's get rid of this guy. We're just outside the gravity field of this moon. And for anybody who's just joining us, the plan today is to make this epic, awesome battle for the community to play in. Me and the DSN community to make some awesome videos in, and then you guys, I'll just release it so you guys can play with it. And it'll be a big Star Wars community battle map. And I'm thinking of having like the Star Destroyer as the prime objective for the teams, for the Rebels to take out, or to take out its subsystems, where the Empire has to jump into their TIE fighters and engage the Rebel forces as they fly in. Could be fun. The Battle of Bothua. That could be cool. I dig that. That'd be Bothua over there. I assume I'm saying that wrong. All right, so let's do Star Destroyer and see where's the big one. The one that I had to turn into a station to make work. ISD? Nope. Don't tell me I got rid of my super large one. We've also got a couple of mods to look at today. We're still loading up everything from the... There we go. There she is. Now, I'll actually open this. I can't open this in Workshop for some reason. Damn. Why? But why? Details. So I can show you guys where you can subscribe to this one. This is a huge Star Destroyer that somebody made a while back. And we're going to convert it into a station, if it's not already. I think it's already a station. That way it doesn't cause too much lag. And then we can set up some like subsystem targets and take them out that way. Right now we're waiting for it to respond because it's loading up this massive... There we go. Well, there's the image for it. Open in Workshop. Ugh, come on, Steam. All right, well, apparently we can't open it in Workshop because Steam's being stupid. Maybe one of the super SDs and 2 standards. We'll probably just go with 1, and then we'll weaponize it, make it fun for the fighters to fly around. Now, if you guys are like, the stream is lagging, it's not. The game is lagging. There's nothing going on the game right now. Like, the stream is completely locked up because we're loading in a gigantic ISD. So don't freak out that your browser isn't working. It's totally Space Engineers loading up a massive model. Oh no, I'm almost out of coffee already. Damn. Just give it a minute. For the Empire, for the Rebel Alliance. So the Rebels will probably get their speed, yeah, and they'll have multiple fighters for their waves. And they're going to have to rely on, in this scenario, well, the fighters to get in close and to take them out. Here we go. We're going to paste it in. All right, give it a second to load in. There was a time when this build used to crash Space Engineers. Way back when, in the before times. Pretty sure it was Tuesday. We're loading in, so right now everything's frozen. Give it a second. I have the stream pulled up on 2 different PCs. It's running just fine. So if you're having issues seeing the stream, it's most likely your browser, I would think, because I have no dropped frames either. If you're having issues, head on over to the Hitbox channel, though. It's also being streamed over there, and there's no complaints over there that it's having issues, looks like. So, let's do... right about there. We don't want to put it in the gravity of the moon. And we don't want to be moving while we drop it in case it is an object that's going to go flying through space. Let's see what happens. Hasting it in. In the dark times. In the dark times. And so we wait for the game to load in the Star Destroyer. There we go. Somebody's for the rebellion, and we're still waiting. This model is so huge. There we go. But it's running so much better than it used to. Like there. Look at that. So to give you an idea of scale, right, made out of large blocks. Let's just take a trip. Trip down the, look at that. I mean, it's monstrous, and it'll be a lot of fun to fly down the length of this thing in a couple of X-Wings, right? Hey, Souls. Explosive, I've already shown it on the stream. Yeah, the new corridor block thingy. I don't know if that's in Space Engineers or not. It's very pretty, though. That's that physics-based rendering section of the of Merrick's blog, which looks pretty damn sexy. I love this model, though. Isn't that great? And I'll show you guys, if I can pull it up here, my FPS is over, it's like 50, 45 or 50 right now, with the moon below us and the planet behind us, or in front of us. And this model is running just every time they do a new rendition of the game, it just runs better and better. It really does. Ah, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, so. There we go, had to time somebody out. Now, what are we gonna do? First, we have to arm this thing. We have to designate what targets the Rebel Alliance is going to have to take out, right? So I'm thinking like the engines need to be taken out. And the engines right now, I'll show you what they are. They're actually lights. Like, isn't that cool? Because this is a station, it's not actually a ship. This is what I use for props when I need something really big and gnarly looking. Like, let's see this from, if you had a base on the moon, what would the Star Destroyer look like? Like, how gnarly is that thing? Pretty cool, pretty cool. I wonder how many TIE fighters we're gonna be able to fit inside the hangar, or if I'm gonna have to station them outside the hangar. That's gonna be a question as well. And then the render distance for the Star Destroyer is about right here. And then it poofs. For this server setting, because you can actually turn it up if you want. But I'm gonna keep it down for now. The idea of scale in this game is so good. Aye. Alright. So, first things first. We've got the new TIE Fighter model from Perfect Blinky that he released just recently. Let's go ahead and pull that up. I believe that's, yep, that's the one. That's the new one. These are vanilla builds, all by Perfect Blinky, except the Star Destroyer. Let's pull this sucker. Oh, there's lots of space in here. Oh, nice. Let's get into the sun, though, so we can actually see it before we station it. So, I'm in spectator mode if you're wondering how I'm whipping around all over the place. Let's take a look at this thing. There we go. It's upside down. All right, let's repaste it, but not upside down. Try that again. It's so good for vanilla too. Like, that's what surprises me the most. He's able to pull this stuff off. Let's actually get into my Space Engineer, and let's take it for a spin. Perfect Blinky's TIE Fighter in vanilla. Looks like he's using. Yeah, it looks like he's using all of all thrusters. What? Okay, so this wouldn't work in survival because it's all hydrogen thrust. Yeah. I mean, he's got 4 oxygen generators. So, I don't know. I don't think so, though. I don't think you could keep it moving. But that's gonna make it hella fast. It's a short-range fighter. There we go. Oh, God. It's not too loud for you guys, is it? Probably is. Let's turn that down. Yeah, I can turn that down probably just a little bit more. It was fine? Okay. Yeah, I know, the cockpit. Well, I guess he's going for looks. You can't, like, you can kind of see out it. If I was trying to hit a target, that's just what the Imperials will have to live with. It's that aiming. You can kind of barely see through it. Dun, 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 dun. Are those sound blocks on the side? Oh, I didn't put in the TIE Fighter sound effect. That's something that you can do in vanilla is you can put a sensor block, so if you get near another ship, it'll play the TIE Fighter sound. It'll trigger the sound block and then have the TIE Fighter sound as part of the mod list. It's pretty maneuverable, though. Like, I'm getting... Okay, here we go. Going to max speed. Running the length. Dun, 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 dun. My plan is to have epic dogfights around this Star Destroyer. All right, we can work with this. We can work with this. Now, the way you're gonna know if you win or lose is if the Empire has their Star Destroyer completely disabled, the Rebels hit all the target objectives, and they run out of TIE fighters. That means that the Rebel Alliance has knocked out all the TIE fighters. I think that's gonna be the objective. So let's see how many TIE fighters, because this is gonna be basically be their respawn. Do I not have braking thrusts? Yeah, I do, just not much. All right, let's see how many TIE fighters we can actually fit in here. So let's bring it up. Inside the, oh, there's so much room in here, and he fits perfectly. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be real good. So let's just slide back here. I wonder if Perfect has released his, if he's in the chat. Is he in? Yeah, this is kind of like a Battlefront mode, but we're not gonna be going in the inside of it. This is gonna be all dogfighting combat, so. It's really dark in here. We need to put some lights. Like, there's no light. There are lights in here, but they don't seem to be producing any light. That's really strange. Let's plop down a... Turn mirror mode off. It's really dark in here. Let's put down a, let's use the other cockpit so we can still see. Get rid of that. Put this one down. See if we can turn up the spotlights, maybe. Since they fixed the spotlight lag, that used to be an old bug from way back when. So let's go into, what would this be? Docking lights? Those are docking lights on the external. We want hanger lights. Here we go. Yeah, the radius is turned off really far. Maybe we can turn it up. They are on. Oh, they're off. Oh, look at that. Now we're talking. That looks great. That's gonna work out much better. Now, I would switch over to the Stormtrooper uniform, but it doesn't have a jetpack, so. Hey guys, how's it going? It's going good. I'm out of coffee, which is sad times. We're building an epic Star Wars battle scene that we're gonna use, I think, in a video sometime later, and then release to the public. Should be good times. Thank you, Ballad. I appreciate that. Dun 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 dun. Okay, I don't think we need this seat anymore. Let's get rid of you. And now, let's deploy our TIE fighter requirements. Now, how are they gonna get into the TIE fighters? I guess I could just, it's gonna be in creative mode. Yeah, it's gonna be in creative mode, so. Let's do, they can just use their jetpacks. Because I don't wanna build too much stuff in here, and then it have issues. So what we'll do is we'll just bring it down, and then we will lock it in place, or we'll, does he have landing gear? You turn the lights on and off. He has lights? Oh, he's put lights in it just to make it glow and give it that kind of like eerie TIE Fighter-y look. Okay, I dig that. Must be spotlights on the inside. Let's shut her down. And that's, I like they all turn off in different orders. And that's one TIE Fighter. So we gotta keep an eye on how many TIE Fighters we're gonna put in the bay, because this is going to be the enemy spawn number. Once they run out of these, they're not gonna be able to continue the fight unless they're able to use the turrets. Which we could totally put turret stations down. Dun, 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 dun. And I'm thinking we'll probably have a server of maybe 8 people in it, and we'll have to test and see how well that runs. Because I'll be honest, the Dawn of War video, that battle went really, really well. Like, it ran really well. We were surprised at how not jittery it was. And that was not on a private public, that was on a, what is it? It was on a client-hosted server. It wasn't on a paid-for server, which is pretty sweet. I mean, the word is that right now the server stuff has been updated. The rumor is that the client-side server stuff has been more updated than the standalone server. But that could have changed with this last update, so who knows. Okay, what is that? That's 8 TIE Fighters right there. Fantastic. Felix wants to know what I'm doing. So I'm building a battle basically, the videos that I do where we do big battles like the Warhammer 40k one, I'm building a battle scenario like that. Now, I did not build these TIE fighters. These are all perfect Blinky. And these are his new model in vanilla. And this Star Destroyer station, is on the workshop. I tried to pull it up. Sadly, the Steam interface isn't working currently. For some reason, it's decided that it doesn't want to work. It's telling me it's not been activated, but it's been activated since I've had this computer. So, you know, that's bullshit. Let's go ahead and round this out. Let's do 10. And we'll do 2 here. So they'll actually have to undock, and they'll have this docking port here, which is huge, so they shouldn't crash into anything, or they can go out this side one here. Now, we've got some mods installed yesterday. If you guys have seen the mod spotlight that I did, we'll actually go to section 2 of my... We have all these weapons, and then we also have these these tank weapons I just wanted to take a look at, because these have been updated for DirectX 10. We've got 10. Deploy all TIE fighters. Should be good times. Depending on how close together the TIEs are, you could probably get 40 or 50 TIEs. Yeah, we're not going to put that many TIE fighters in there. That would be a little ridiculous. Probably going to mix it up. Maybe put a few more in there, but we'll see. DirectX 11, yes, indeed. Yeah, the weapons now. Here's where the weapons are going to be a problem. So green heavy turbo lasers is what you'd think we'd want to use. So we want to use turrets. So let's look up all turret weapons. These have been divided into turrets and cannons. So if you just look up turret or cannon, you'll find the one you're looking for. Turrets, of course, can be set to auto fire. Cannons are what you're going to use on like your fighters or your forward firing weapons. Orb cockpit is a mod. We're keeping this vanilla, except for the weapon systems. Okay, heavy turbo laser, yes. Generic laser cannon turret, we'll take a look at it. What else do we want? Lat cannon turret. That's a little ridiculous. Wrong era, too. Torpedo launchers. Well, let's try out the heavy green turbo laser. It may actually fit with this large. Like, here's the problem I have with it. It's not a turret. Okay. You're not a turret, sir. You've lied to me. You're just a turbo laser. Where is the turreted version? Green turbo laser, that's small. I had this yesterday. Now, which one was it? Large ship, generic laser cannon. Oh, there's 2 sets. Ah, here we go. Turret. Look at the bounding box for this turret, though. I hope he updates it, because it's massive. Like, we're not going to even on the largest Star Destroyer that I have, we are not going to be able to put this cannon on here. We're not even going to be able to put it in the position it's supposed to go in. I'm going to have to remove sections of the hull to get this to work. Or place something else there. We'll have to run a couple of tests to see how accurate some of these are. Like, what we could probably do is I could mount this here and do, like, these are the heavy cannons. Like, look at that thing. That thing's a monster. And then here. Need to turn off their AI so they don't go all wobbly. Like, look at them. They'll just start aiming off into space. I always thought that looked funny. Unless they were trying to aim at something specific, we could cut this thing.
You know what's going on?
I am a little worried about the turrets in this, because turrets and Space Engineers have a habit. Small ship green turret. And then there's the TIE fighter turret. These are small ship, right? Small ship. Yeah, we don't want small ship. We want large ship. I just started streaming, Felix. So it's going to be a little while. Hey, Miss Callisto. Welcome to the stream. We are building a... needs to be a large one. I wish I could filter these by large and small. We are building a battle scenario in Space Engineers in a Star Wars kind of style. I'm still trying to figure out which we want to use, though. Heavy turbo laser station. Too big, though. This isn't an actual turret. This is the turret one. This is not the turret one. We were using the TIE fighter, I believe, in the video I did yesterday. There it is. TIE fighter turret 4. And these are the ones that are meant to be used against fighters. And what I'm probably going to have to do is, I think this is going to be too much and too freaking loud. We'll put down 2 of them forward, and we'll see what happens. Put down 2 here. I don't have mirror mode on. I should probably turn it back on. 1 here. Let's do 1 at the front of the ship, because those will be the ones that engage us immediately. If I set them up like this, then running this like trench with an X-Wing might actually be your best bet, because you'll be out of the firing arc of both those turrets. But you have to run this like trench. If we could drill this out a little bit, you could actually fly in there. Probably more suitable to like an A-Wing. We'll experiment. We'll experiment. Let's do an alternate version save of this. So this will be Space version 2. And then let's go ahead and give this a try. We're gonna run the gauntlet here. We're gonna test these weapons. So we need to make this F6. Get back into our Space Engineer. Turn the weapons on. Paste in an A-Wing and fly around it and see if we can avoid the fire. Because if we can't avoid fire, we're just gonna get wrecked. Yeah, I haven't missed much. I just got started. So let's see here. We got a lot of turrets. Let's just claim everything in the name of... I only have these 2 factions. Indeed. Create a faction. Name. Oops. Empire. How big can it tag me? Empire. Nope. Imp. There we go. And this is my faction. Accept everyone, and let's claim everything for the Empire. All right. Good. Cool. Everything's been claimed. All these turrets should be on auto fire at a specific range. What is the range? The TIE turret range is 800 meters. I may want to change this. We'll experiment. See how it goes. For science. Now, once I get this down, I'm probably gonna put down some asteroids to use as cover so we can dogfight around them and do all that jazz. Shaq, check the donation log. It didn't, it didn't pop up. 2 seconds, guys. Let me drag this over here. Actually pull it up my second screen. I'm thinking a wing of Y-Wings in this is gonna be really good. And I can't wait to see them flying in formation for an objective. Everybody's like, tip, Shaq, you have a tip. I'm pulling it up right now, guys. I was unprepared. Holy sweet babies, that's more than just coffee money, dude. Oh, different. If you didn't see the tip that dropped, Different just dropped 500 American bones on the stream to help support the stream. And I thank you for your support, and I don't speak, yeah. And then he says coffee money is the comment. Coffee money, he says. Coffee money. That's a lot of coffee. That's mountains of coffee. Different, thank you so much for supporting the stream and the channel. This is what keeps us going. Sweet, sweet space babies. Good grief. And it's Different. If you guys don't know, a while back, Different was one of the first people to drop one of the big donations on the stream. He dropped $1,000 on the stream. I mean, he's like one of the big supporters of the channel. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. We are definitely not out of Vespian gas, and we don't need to build additional pylons because Different has us supplied. Thank you, sir. I salute you. You have been a hero to the channel for some time. Good grief. Oh, the coffee. Like, that's so much coffee. The finest Colombian coffee. Right there. Oh, man. You sir are a hero. Let's test this. Let's test this Star Destroyer. I'm so distracted. Star Destroyer, in the name of Different, with a Y-Wing. This Y-Wing is built by Perfect Blinky. We will name this Commander Different Y-Wing. Whoa! Oh, I'm on spectator. Shit. Where did it go? Shit. I'm on spectator mode and I have the speed cranked up, it's gone. It's gone forever. And I hit W for like a half second, and since I had the speed cranked up, we're millions of miles away now from it. Let's place this in. Good grief, different. I don't even know what to say to you, man. You are a hero. King among men. The Empire. Look at this. Like, this is a cockpit. It's so good. It's all vanilla blocks made by Perfect Blinky. You can subscribe to this one over on the workshop. Just look up Perfect Blinky stuff. All vanilla blocks. Like, this looks better. I'm not ashamed to say it. This looks better than my Y-Wing that I did a while back, and it had like 40 mods in it. Absolutely crazy. All right, we're going in. Now, this is an unclaimed ship, so we should immediately take fire from the Star Destroyer. All right, we're in cruise mode. Our inertial dampeners are off. I don't have any weapons equipped. Reloadable rocket launcher is installed on the bottom of it, so you actually have to pass over the target and drop the missiles straight down. Shack, you should upgrade Different to Emperor. Should I promote him to Emperor? Is that what you're saying? How far did I spawn this away? Holy crap. It's all right. We fly to our doom. We fight for the Empire. Wait, no, I'm in the Rebel Alliance's, like, main bomber. We fight for the Rebel Alliance, for the restoration of the New Republic. For the restoration of the New Republic. For the restoration of the Republic, which we'll call the New Republic. So it's new. Fancy. It's not really restoration then, is it? Well, here we go. We travel. Onwards and upwards. I love the render distance. Like, you don't think it's too far away until you're actually flying to something. I'm gonna buy a gold-plated coffee cup holder for my Y-Wing with all that support Different just hooked us up with. Indeed. All right, there she is. Lord General Commissar. Now people are coming up with different titles for Different. Supreme Grand Admiral Different. Grand Admiral's got a nice ring to it. We could get him a fancy hat. He could have the fanciest of hats. Yeah, I know. Title of the stream is wrong on Hitbox. I do apologize for that, but I'm not gonna change it now. There's no going back. Oh, we're charging. We're max speeding it. That's how big that Star Destroyer is. You think you're getting close? Nah. But we're almost there. I didn't put a beacon on it either, so we have no idea what the range is. Dun, 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 dun. You can do a weapons test. Weapon check, good. Probably needs to be replaced though, with one of the Star Wars weapons. Same with the torpedoes on the bottom. Which, where are the torpedoes on this? Let's do a weapon test on torpedoes. Switching to rocket launches. Oh, I see it. You can see it right behind the forward hydrogen thrusters on the bottom there. It's right behind that. It's a single barrel. There she is. Now imagine this, right? If we get the DSN community together and I do a video of this, Y-Wings on either side of me, leading them to charge. There's no shield generator. I should probably install the shield generator mod just to give us a little bit more survivability. And we're going to be a little closer than this. I'm thinking put a couple quasars out here or something to launch these so they have a chance to respawn and then have respawn bays in here. Supreme Grand Overlord of the Grand Moffrey. Different. Esquire. The Third. Extraordinaire. I don't know. The title is getting ridiculous now. All right, here we go. Turning on engines and preparing for my attack run. I expect to get wrecked. Actually, we should be in firing range by now, shouldn't we? Dun, 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 dun. We're in firing range. Watch that crossfire, boys. Oh God, my cockpit's just getting chewed up. There's the big cannons. Oh man. Okay, so the TIE Fighter weapons are actually pretty good. Like, you don't need too many of those. Oh, what happened? What just happened? Why did I jump out and in? Oh, that's what happened. Oh. Mayday! Mayday! And that would be the end of my Y-Wing. So are we thinking shield mod for this? To make it a little bit more interesting? Remember, there's going to be like 8 people flying these things. I was like, what happened? Why did the thing freeze up? It's because I ripped the ship in half. I have no control. There's no gyroscopes. Kind of looks like an escape pod, though. Pretty sweet. Bail out! Bail out! Turn off our jetpack and bye. All right, I'm thinking shield technology. Look how far we floated. Indeed. These Skyrim mods are really good, seeing some different game. All right, I will change it. I will change it. I apologize for forgetting to change it. No, Space Engineers, Star Wars, Battle. Today's gonna be a very different type of... And I started typing in Space Engineers. There we go. Sweet. It didn't update. It ignored me. That's cool. That's cool, man. You do what you do. All right, so let's close the server down. Let's close the map down. No, we don't want to save changes because there's bits of Y-Wing everywhere. And we're going to add in the shield mod because that's why Y-Wings have shields. Exactly. Right just said, that's why Y-Wings have shields, Jack. Did somebody just say get good, bro? You need to learn how to Y-Wing. Get good. Get good. All right, so we'll work on version 2, edit settings. And that's our backup version. Let's do this one. Oh, that one's got autosave. We'll do this one. Edit settings, mods. Very distracted today. I'm in a weird mode today. And we're gonna throw in the shield generator mod. Suck less and do better, IC says. Indeed. Shield beta. Is this really still in beta? Oh, you and your Steam browser bullshit. All right, what am I forgetting? Any other mods I should pop in here that makes sense? I want to keep it relatively mod free. These are a bunch of mods I want to take a look at. I'm gonna remove them before we actually do the video. Okay, I think we're good. Exploding ship mod. Exploding ship mod. Yes. No, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work properly with what we're setting up because that's a station and the Star Destroyer is so large we wouldn't be able to get it blown up. The Mr. Coffee mod. Oh, man. All right, Mr. Coffee. Mr. Coffee. Because every map has to have Mr. Coffee in it. Indeed, sir. Yeah, if you're having issues seeing the stream, and you shouldn't be, I'm running it on 2 different computers here, just to make sure it's running well. You can head over to Hitbox and watch it on there. Show the ladders. All right, I got the ladders mod in there already. We will drop in there and check it out. Have you played Robocraft? I played Robocraft way back after the beta had finished, and I really enjoyed it, actually. It was goofy. I made a, I'm pretty sure it was Robocraft. It was the one, that's a match-based one, right? Kind of like World of Tanks, but where you build the thing you're fighting with. And I build, if that's the right game, I'm pretty sure it is. I built an Enterprise, like Star Wars Constitution class, old school Enterprise. And it had, under the saucer section, because it was using these like hover devices, under the saucer section, I put these like cannons. So I would fly over enemy tanks and just shoot straight down and then fly away. It was super maneuverable. But if I ever got hit, it only took maybe 1 or 2 good shots to knock me out of the sky, and then I'd just be this horrible dragging thing. What is that? Valid just linked. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this image. Space Engineers. That's the Nebulon B, or a Nebulon B, and there's a Falcon in red. I dig that. I dig that. You got a link to that build? Who did that? Is that perfect? Oh, it is perfect. Hey, man. We're checking out some of your builds, dude. We're putting together a very simple space battle. Star Destroyer, and then we're using your vanilla mods, your vanilla mods, it doesn't make any sense. Vanilla ships, rebel ships, to get in there and wreck face. If this would ever load up. Because, you know, Space Engineers. Is Robocraft the one that added the legs where you can actually walk up walls as a mobility option? Because it had, like, wheels when I played. It had hover. And it had... I don't remember. Wings. They had just added wings the last time I tried it. So I tried it after the beta. Since there's a mini Death Star laser, I don't think so. I have plans for the Death Star laser, but we haven't done them yet. I want to use the hypervelocity cannons. Oh, and we crashed. Is it? Oh, I wonder if the shield mod's broken. I'm gonna go into break mode, guys, while I fix it. Now that is a bummer. I wonder why we crashed. It has to be the shield mod. I'm gonna look up the shield mod real quick and see if it's broken. Enjoy this lovely break music that I hope is playing. Shield. Tell me it's not broken now. Maybe it's broke because of the most recent patch from today. And the mod author will be able to fix it. Let's see. Mods. Here we go. Shield mod. It used to have a crashing issue when you broke the shield off of a ship, but I thought he fixed that. Wouldn't conflict with what we're doing, though. Let's see what the most recent comments. Fixed. Mod not working in new Space Engine version. I'm updating my other mod too right now. 1 hour ago. Oh, okay. So, damn. So Scython, the guy who made the shield mod, I'm gonna relaunch Space Engineers right now and get us in there. He says that the most recent patch broke it, and he's in the mix. He's in the work right now of fixing it. 1 hour ago. What a bummer. I know it's so frustrating for mod authors with Space Engineers that they come out with a patch for Space Engineers and it breaks like half their mods. Then they've got to go in, especially if you've got a large collection, and fix them all. There we go. We're back. Let's remove it until he's able to fix it. He'll probably have it fixed. No. He'll probably have it fixed, edit settings, before my stream is over, to be honest. Since it was an hour ago, he said he was working on it right now. I'm sorry, Shield Mod. We need you. You were the chosen one. You were the chosen one. You were supposed to bring peace to the galaxy, not destroy it. So let's test out some mods. We'll put in some more ships. Whoa, with the caps. The screaming about DirectX 11. The lighting in that is much better. Actually runs better for me on my rig in DX 11 than it does in 9. Every 5 seconds it loads. If you're having issues with the stream on YouTube, check it out on Hitbox. Seems like YouTube is having some serious problems. Or run it. Yeah, it's doing it for me now, too. Let me see if I can do something to fix it. Dun, 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 while we load, because it's Space Engineers, and loading is what we do. Glandor says, hey, Cap, you inspired me to work on a new Skyrim load order. Oh, man. You make it a new character getting in for another playthrough? Yeah, guys, if you're having issues with the stream, head over to Hitbox. It seems to be running much better on there for some reason. And anyways, we're waiting for it to load, so it's not showing anything at the moment. Miss Callisto, are you seeing any issues on the stream? Oh, what is that? Ballad just linked another image. Oh, this is Blinky's work. He's what he's working on right now. Check it out. Let's see if I can blow it up. Look at that. So you've got an acclimator, you've got a droid dropship, it looks like, Nebulon B, Counselor, MC,
You know what's going on?
the Blockade Runner. I always think I can never... CR... No. What? CR90? The Blockade Runner. I think that's a Galfrey transport for the Rebels. You can see the Falcon. I can't tell what the rest of them are because the image is too small. Thank you, Hitbox. Way to go, Hitbox. Jerks. Wait, what? Let me refresh. Oh, and I load into this. Okay, bail. And stop myself from... Okay, whoa, what? No, that's gotta be the old one. Holy crap. Hi, different, with the stream tips. What did you... Is that just repeating itself, or is that like... 50, hang on. Let me set my camera to someplace that's interesting to look at before I alt-tab for a second again. Okay, we just got another stream tip from Different, $500. I told a friend of mine I was watching you right now. He said, give you this and thank you for all the you're doing for promoting the sciences and interest in space exploration. He works at JPL. Holy crap. Tell your friend that he is awesome, and I do appreciate that. I hope I have a positive effect on people's interest in science. Science fiction leads to actual legitimate interest in science. And that would be awesome. Oh, that's so great. Damn. You're bombing my channel with tips. You're blowing me away. That's a lot of coffee money. No, seriously though, thank you so much for supporting the channel. I mean, this is what keeps us going. Allows us to do what we do full time. Me and Tabby, well, me. Tabby works. But yeah, I do appreciate that. So another $1,000 day from Different. And he did this about a year ago. Not about a year ago, but a while back. He tipped a big chunk of money. I'm all over the place today. I don't even know what to say. Thank you for supporting the channel. I do appreciate that. God grief. Googly moogly. Yeah, YouTube is all kinds of messed up right now. And I may have to drop it, so the lag is real on YouTube, guys. I'm sorry it's such an issue. I may have to just drop the stream on YouTube and continue it on Hitbox because of the issues. Commander Different, we all salute you. I'm gonna try restarting the stream, guys, on YouTube, so bear with me 1 second. Everybody on Hitbox, I'm still here. We're just messing with it now. Bring this battle station online. We shall be fully operational. And hopefully I fixed it, because it was my fault. I broke it. I admit it. My bad. And I do apologize, YouTube watchers. What I had done was say, here's what happened. I set it to 60 FPS for a stream that I did for the Skyrim stream. I normally don't stream at 60 FPS. I normally do 30 FPS because my internet sucks. And I set it to 60, and I forgot to change it back. Because I wanted to show you guys in the Skyrim video that I did how good the game can actually look, as best that I possibly can during a stream. So I cranked it, and I only streamed on one platform. But now, we're back. And the lag should no longer be real. It should be okay. Everything should be set. Now, we've got the weapon systems here. We've got a... Oh, man, what are we doing here? I'm so distracted. We've got a couple of these bad boys, which are deadly. These are deadly. I don't really want to put any more of those on here, but if they get disabled... It's like, and how do you balance the weapons? Well, we'll have the shield mod. So what I'm thinking is we'll have the shield mod. We'll have 2 of those on each side of its normal, like, firing. I'd really like to bring in the heavy stuff. Like, I would like to bring in another one of these monsters, but it won't fit without some work. So let's do that. Let me get my chat pulled back up so I can see what's what. I can't believe different. You're blowing me away. Hey, guys, how's the quality of the stream? Oh, somebody's got Google Fiber. I'm so jealous. It's not available here yet. They're installing it a couple of towns over. So it's like, I hope within the next decade I have it, but we'll see what happens. We're gonna clear some stuff out. We're gonna put some holes in the ship, apparently, because that's cool. And we're gonna make them the wrong color, because that's cool too. All right, let's do that. That should give us enough space, because I want to put a couple more heavy cannons on here, because I think the effect that these give is really fantastic. Yeah, that works. Should be 4 of these, but look how big the bounding box is. It's monstrously large. Makes me think that the rebels should get something like a Nebulon B, or maybe one of the ships, the blockade runner or something. Can you make a video about Planet Nomad? Once it's playable, I probably will. I saw what's his name's, Aaron's over at LSG. He did a video trailer deal on it. He basically just released the trailer on his channel. So I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. I'd like to see some, hands-on time with it before I say anything about it. You should make it if Empire loses a big berth of fires at the ISD and rips it in half and launches it at the moon. It is precariously close. Like, I'm going to tell you guys now, it is precariously close to the gravity field. Yeah, that's the gravity field right here. So you can't get too close, because if it drifts even a little bit, it gets stuck in the gravity well. Goodbye. Dun, dun, dun. 1010 quality. Thank God we fixed the YouTube quality. Shield mod is still being worked on. It got broken in the last patch, today's patch. So he said about an hour ago he was working on it. Hopefully it'll be green. So we've got weapon technology on board. I still have to claim them, which I'll do in a minute. Let's get the Rebel fleet placed in. They're not gonna be too far away, because that flight time was stupidly long. Before we do this, though, we need to figure out how far away we are so we stay out of weapon range. So let's get ourselves a beacon. Beacon. And we're gonna put the beacon in the ship. That's what I say. In the ship, we'll plop it right, just one, right there. And that'll give us some idea at the ranges. Because the range right now for the weapons is about 800 meters. That's what we've got it set to. And I kind of like that the Rebels start a bit above the Star Destroyer, giving the Star Destroyer the advantage in the way of, while most of its weapons are going to be on the top deck. Reading a little bit of chat here. A Star Destroyer plus the Mars planet equal Jakku. Indeed. Now, let's place in Perfect Blinky. I think you hooked me up with some sweet builds for this. Do you know what the TK means? Like TK421? Oh, I don't know. It's some type of designation. I don't actually know what it means. If it ever had a name, or if they just numbered the different versions of Clone Trooper training for the different generations, possibly. We're waiting for Steam's workshop to update to everything I'm subscribed to, because I've got a couple of Blinky builds on here that I really want to check out, like the Skyhopper. All right, so this is, let's open up details. This is Perfect Blinky's Blockade Runner. Can I open it in Workshop? Hey, Workshop works again. Hey, look at that. And this one's beautiful. I've shown this on the stream before. This is going to be the Rebel support ship. We might put 2 of these in here, because I put heavy cannons on the Star Destroyer, but those things I don't think will be able to hit anything, but maybe a Y-wing if it flies straight for too long. So we should put a couple of these in as like support ships for the fleet, and then we'll put a variety of different fighter craft in there. Blockade Runner. Krillian Corvette. And let's angle it properly. It's already well armed too. Oh, it is really well armed. You gotta be careful with this. I'm worried about balance. Oh, look at how good that looks with the lighting. Well done, sir. I'm gonna remove the feet though, because the feet are gonna be a little goofy. So, you're not. This is Star Wars. Everybody has to be like at the same angle. Let's do it here and be back up just a little bit. Oh, look at those engines. I tried to build one of these, and we got the cockpit down pretty well. We did it in small blocks, but the rest of it just didn't work. Right there. Sweet. Systems coming online. Look at that engine. Looks good. The heavy damage could do some good damage to any ship if aimed correctly. True, but I don't think you're going to be hitting an A-wing with one of those anti-capital ship weapons. The rotation speed, the traverse speed, is a little bit too slow to aim it at anything, which is well enough. That works for me, because it'll rip apart anything that it hits. Look at that. So we've got the Rebel fleet we're building up. I'm going to remove these landing gear. This is meant for planets. Remember, these are vanilla builds, mind you. You might be saying, well, if you used mods, you could make it look better. True, but the challenge that Blinky was going after was, let me see if I can build something that looks awesome in vanilla blocks, and he nailed it. He nailed it. Like, that's so cool. And then we're gonna put some fighters in the middle, and this will kind of denote their spawn zone, and these two ships will protect the spawn zone for the Rebel. These will actually be the spawning points for the Rebel fighters, so it'll keep the TIE fighters away. That's what I'm thinking. Full power to front deflector shields. And let's grab ourselves, should we put a Skyhopper in for laughs? I want to see it, so let's pull it in here. We still got some mods to look at, so remind me, guys, to look at like the ladder mod that was just added. I want to see how well it works. So here's the Skyhopper, the T-16. This ship literally exists because of one line in A New Hope where he's like, oh, I used to bullseye womp rats in my T-16 back home. Well, then somebody decided that it needed to be made. Actually, I take that back. I'm pretty sure this was in some of the early design documents for A New Hope. They were going to show it, and then the budget wouldn't allow it, or they couldn't figure out a way of doing it. But this looks great. This looks really good. This is supposed to be... Let me remove it. People are going to get angry at me. This is an atmospheric craft. This won't even fly. Atmospheric thrusters. It's supposed to be a high-altitude atmospheric craft. So he did build it with the lore in mind. Well done, sir. Well done. Let's do some... Well, we gotta have some X-Wings. Perfect blinkies. Sweet looking X-Wings. I don't even know how he pulled this off, to be honest, because every time I've tried to build an X-Wing with workable wings, the wings just rip themselves off. This one, these fly great and look good too. Look at that. Red Squadron reporting in. Oh yeah. Let's move that one forward a little bit. Oh man, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be fun. The Rebel fleet. Please do a RoboCraft video if you get a chance, Zan says. I'll put it on, you know what? Because I haven't played that in so long, I will put it on my list. I think Tabby stole my pin. Damn it, Tabby! Yeah, you stole my pin. Okay, well, I was gonna make a sticky note of it, so if I forget, it's all Tabby's fault now. I will try to remember to put it on my list of games to jump in and play. See what kind of updates we've got. So we're gonna put more X-Wings. So I think we've got 10 enemy TIE fighters inside that Star Destroyer. So we need a nice balance. And I don't know if we're gonna make these movable, the blockade runners in the video and in the map. I mean, that'll be up to the people who want to play on the map and mess around with all the tools. But here's Gold Squadron reporting in. Protect Gold Squadron at all costs. Let's make them in like a diamond formation. I like this idea. Oh, man. And then we gotta have our interceptors. So, let's put in our interceptors. Interceptor. No. A-Wing. A-Wing. These are all perfect Blinkies builds, by the way. I want to keep repeating that because I don't want people to assume that I made these. I got these off the workshop, and these were made by the talented... He's also got a YouTube channel that I highly recommend you check out. If Ballad, if you would link to that, you would be my hero. Look at these A-Wings. We're gonna take one of these for a spin in a second. Isn't that good? Oh, it's so good. Not too shabby. All right. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I'll do it later. We'll set up the scene, and then I'll go in and I'll do it after the stream is over. I'm going to have to set all this stuff to faction and the individual factions. But, all right, we got a pretty even balance here. We've got 4 Y-wings, we've got 3 X-wings, and we've got 3 A-wings. Which can be modified once I have people together to mess with it. Now, I want to show you guys something that he's done so well. And here it is. This is one of my favorite things, dude. Perfect. I know you're in the chat. Here it is. Lock S-foils at attack position. And they'll stay there, too. Like, let's save a new version of this. Save as. It's going to do version 3 of the battle. I have like 50 billion versions of this. Let's kick on the engines. R2, lock down that stabilizer. We're going in. I want to see them open. So here you go. This needs a proton torpedo launcher. All right, here we go. Incoming fire. Now it is a little bit. Oh, we just lost an engine. We just lost a wing. Extra parts. Beginning our attack run. Intensify forward firepower. It's too late. Oh, I'm not gonna make it to the bridge. No. Ah. Abandoned ship. Where's my carcass? There it is. They're not having it. See, it doesn't take too many of those TIE fighter turrets at all. Am I still in the cockpit? Nope, they blew it up. All right, let's go back into spectator mode. So since we're testing out vehicles, let's test out. Do you guys know if it's possible to copy and paste ships with autopilot already programmed in? I'm curious. Like, if you set up autopilot, like say I set up the autopilot for 3 A-wings, right? Or a couple of these blockade runners. It is possible. You can do it. Okay, that's interesting. That could actually be a lot of fun. That could be a ton of fun. Let me get into one of these A-wings. Now, bear in mind, guys, I'm not using the shield mod yet because it's being updated as we speak, because the new patch broke it. So we're getting ripped apart. Hopefully there'll be at least a little bit of survivability. All right, let's kick on those engines. Here is the A-wing interceptor. Let's turn on our UI. Got a lot of antennas I need to shut down over there. I'll do all the maintenance-y stuff later. Oh God, it's already firing. I was going to equip weapons, but oh, there goes my... Remember what I said about if one of those big cannons fire and hit? Then you're done? Well, I wasn't joking. But they're not done with it yet. Might not even been one of those big cannons. It might have been just the TIE fighter turret. Alpha says, great stream, mini wows for a meat bag. HK. Alright, what am I doing? Oh, well, since we're not gonna save this because we've got too much wreckage. Seriously? Have you guys not? Wait a minute. See, now there's a problem that needs to be fixed, and it has been addressed. There, they finally stopped. It has been addressed in the things they want to work on for Space Engineers that came out today. The roadmap. Audio needs to be reworked, because if you noticed, I was way over here with the Rebel fleet. I was 1,000 meters away, and it sounded like I was right next to the turret. Heavy cannons, 1 shot, 1 kill for fighters. Oh yeah, for sure. As it should be. I'm okay with it. Even with the shields, if you get hit by one of those capital ship cannons, like here, I'll show you what these cannons can do. You should be wrecked. Let's go ahead and let's see if I can chuck it and get the right little bit of momentum. Here we go. Oh, her systems are on. She's got brake. There she goes. Fire the main cannons. There's the main cannon going out, right? Boom. It's going to wreck a fighter. Run this blockade. That's what the Empire's saying. She's trying to stop right now, but I think they blew off all the braking thrusters. It's not having it. But notice how there's no sound direction. It's just full volume. That needs to be fixed. Oh, getting wrecked. Why aren't the turrets, the big targets, firing? Are they reloading? They're aimed properly. Let me turn that down a little bit. That seems like it might be really loud for you guys. Turbo lasers are a bit slow. They really are. Like, I'm still waiting for them to fire. It's kind of loud. Okay, it is loud. I'm going to turn that way down, because it's really loud for me. Can't hear over the lasers. Okay, I'll turn it down. So, because... they fire again? Are they out of power? Like, what's the deal? They only fire like once or twice. This one. Or maybe they're limited in rotation. That could be what's going on. Like, let's see. Come here. Now what are you shooting at? Like, we're going to take this over here. If I put it in front, they may have a limited rotation. Yeah, there they go. Now they're firing again. Well, the one's firing. The other one's just like, whatever. I do what I want, apparently. You don't... You know what? I'm starting to think this one's broken. Like, maybe there was a little friendly fire. Let's find out. Did you get whacked by your own... I've had it happen before. Not with these weapons, but let's see. Tools. Character tools. Welder. No, you're fully operational. Very strange. Very strange. All right. Oh my god, look at the damage. The damage is real. The accuracy on the heavy cannon's not great. I kind of like it, though. I want them to be able to miss. That's a big issue with Space Engineers, is like all the turrets that people make, all the weapons, way too accurate. Way too accurate. And like the distance, the actual range is great. If there was a human being aiming those turrets, you could probably hit the Rebel fleet without issue. That might be a thing. Maybe I should make it so the Star Destroyer has to have human beings running the turrets. The question is, how many people can we get in a server, and then how many people can I get together with decent enough internet connections? Indeed. That's going to be a problem. People still having issues with the stream? Get the structural integrity mod. See, I'm not sure how that's going to work. Let me turn up the volume again so you guys can hear the music. All right. Now, let's reload the map. Let's go back into the original version we were using. Exit. Do you want to save? No, because we blew up all the things. Dun, 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 dun. I want to add any more mods. No, we're going to look at mods. That's what we're going to do. Version 3, load up. Autobots, roll out. Will we see any more Valkyrie Chronicles anytime soon? I'm not sure, Bent. That's one of those games that I enjoy, but people didn't really seem to watch it. And I always have to think about what's going to be... what's under my interest, and then also in the interest of the channel. So, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I haven't played anymore since where that Let's Play stopped, because I've been on the fence. It's the same problem with, like, I'm playing Skyrim on the side. It's like my relax game me and Tabby have been playing. And if you guys can't really see my office right now, but I have another table set up next to me, so she plays her Skyrim with her mods, and I play on my game. And so we kind of play cooperatively. Like, we talk to each other. We talk about like our new gear and our new loot or whatever adventure we're on, or what mod we've installed, and I'm really enjoying it. But people are like, well, you should have done a Let's Play of it. But the interest level on the channel just really isn't there, I don't think, for stuff like that. So, hello, new viewers. Welcome to the stream. Miss Callisto, thank you so much for moderating for me. I do appreciate that. And we're waiting. The endless loading screen that is Space Engineers for me sometimes. Shack, build a tank with Star Wars. Oh, with the Star Wars mod? I actually have the tank mod installed from one of the other mod authors. I can't think of his name now. Dun, 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 dun. I can't believe different. I just can't believe it. Oh, man. You, sir, are awesome. Captain, I'm trying to be patient, but I really want to know what happened after your plane was shot down. Indeed. Indeed, but I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I can't give anything away. If you don't know what we're talking about the Space Engineers group survival series that comes out every Saturday. I release mine every Saturday morning. I was hoping that everybody else would be able to release theirs at the same time, so we'd have like this almost Saturday morning cartoon-esque release schedule. People could just have their coffee and watch an episode of Space Engineers, or 3. But I'm the only one that seems to be able to get it out in the morning. So, sweet babies, why? Whoops. That's why it took so long to load. We loaded the wrong version. Oh, sweet babies, why? It's set to autosave. Why would I do that? No autosaving. Crap. It's set to autosave, and that was our version. So, I'm gonna have to load up version 3 and just clean it up. All right, that's fine. Edit settings. Get out of here, autosave. You'll make me sad, and I know that long goes to see you. Because I auto-saved it, let's load up version 2. Just see where. Oh, edit settings. And let's take out the new mods that I downloaded off the workshop. There's one working ladders, supposedly. Can't wait to see if that actually is a thing. Oh God, why? More loading. Indeed. There's that one. There's some new Space Engineer character models that have come out. And there was a few more mods that I threw into here just so we could take a look at them during the stream. Drop the ban hammer. Keep it civil in the chat. That's all I ask. Shaq, you should build an alpha robot. What? If you guys don't know, tomorrow they're having a stream of Space Engineer YouTubers over on Twitch, on the Twitch channel for Keen's Workshop. So go ahead and check that out tomorrow if you're interested in kind of where the game is going, especially after reading the post they put out today on where the game is going development-wise. Some interesting things in there. I'm sadly not going to be able to be part of that because I've got stuff going on tomorrow. But I think Wasted's going to be there. Not sure who else. Should be good, though. Should be interesting. I don't know why this map takes so long to load. Like, our survival map doesn't take long to load at all, but this one, it's probably because of the big builds. That big Star Destroyer is a monster. Check, will you ever revisit your acclimator? Yeah, it's got to be gutted. It's way too heavy. I was trying to get something interesting out of it so we could do a video of it, but it has issues. And then I had some issues with, like, the landing bays just ripping themselves off for no reason. Which is too bad. Sweet babies, load in already. Captain Shack, you're enjoying the banhammer too much. This is an intervention. Thanks, Glandor. But I think not. For when there are people that need smiting, the great hammer of ban shall come down upon them. Load. We're in! Ah, fantastic. Oh, but we don't have our fighters in this version. Damn. We do have our Corvettes. So what we'll do is we'll switch into spectator cam real quick. Wrap this up. Doop. fix this. The back landing gear aren't too bad. It's the front ones that kind of throw you off. And then paste in these. I can get these a little bit more centered too. So we shared the Skyhopper. We're gonna paste in the Snow Speeder. Sadly, we can't use it here because atmospheric only, which makes sense. We didn't put any B-Wings in. Oh, man. That's what we need. We need some B-Wings. The X-Wings. Drop these suckers in here. A little bit more spread out, because especially how people fly these things in multiplayer, you're gonna want a little space. You're gonna want a little space. And then get our A-Wing in here, get our Interceptor. A-Wing's one of my favorites, but hands down, if I'm gonna go spacecraft for fighters for the Rebel Alliance, it's gonna be the X-Wing first. That's my favorite. Snow Speeder, hands down, my favorite, like, vehicle in Star Wars is gotta be the Snow Speeder. I love this thing. And then let's do some Y-Wings first. Gotta have the Y-Wings. Gold Squadron, reporting in. Drop these suckers in here. We'll do 4 of these. Your objective is to take down the Star Destroyer's weak points, which we have to decide what the objective is. Now, let's go ahead, save. Indeed. We've saved. Am I forgetting? Oh, B-Wing. That's what I was gonna say. Drop a couple B-Wings in there, at the very least. Like 2. We'll just do 2. Only the best fighter pilots can fly a B-Wing because they're so freaking weird looking. Look at this thing, though. So, he's got it. I'll actually get in it. Oops. We want to paste ourselves in. He's got it, so these actually... Oh, look at this thing. It's so cool. Oh, he's got on timer blocks. No, this is different. I don't think I've actually messed with these. So, what are these called? These are called remote control, engine flare. Engine flare? Oh, engine flare. It's lights. He's got spotlights to make it look like the engines are all crazy. And it turns off the engines, actually, so that's cool. What's this one do? Remote control for... Oh, the actual ship. Okay. And then what's this one? Remote control for this ship. Interesting. Probably because it rotates. Do we have any other buttons? Maybe this one's not finished yet. Looks great, though. Intergalactic Dibs Law. We're claiming this sector in the name of the Rebel Alliance. How good does that look? Like, let's go into spectator real quick. I gotta grab a screenshot of the Rebel fleet formed up and prepared for combat. Gotta get a good angle. Oh, that's... Yeah, there we go. I don't want developer debug. Why did you make that the sprint screen button? Anywho. It's just so good looking. We just gotta slap on some shield generators, which will fit easily, I think, right back here on each one of the Y-Wings. And same with the... Oh, yeah. Slap one right here on the X-Wings. Give them a little bit of shields. And then probably put some large-sized with upgrade shield generators somewhere inside this ship, which it has space somewhere, right? There's a hangar bay in here. Oh, we can put it in the hangar bay. Not bad. Can you fit... I'm curious. Can you fit a A-Wing inside the hangar bay? Will it blend? There you go. There's extras. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get out, but there's extras just in case. Ooh, you know what? As soon as a player tries to like fly this thing, it's gonna just wreck itself in the interior. So let's remove that. Either we'll remove it or lock it down. It doesn't have landing gear, so let's just remove it. Poor choices. Poor life choices. All right, so we have the Rebel fleet. We have the Imperial ship all set up. We need shield generators on board. We need to target, and we need to test the mods. Let's test the mods. And we'll do it on the hull of a Star Destroyer because we do what we want. And there should be gravity, right? No? No gravity. Well, we shall make it. All right, we now have gravity. Fantastic. So let's test some mods. The one that I really want to test is the ladder mod. Well, if we're gonna do any proper scientific testing, we need Mr. Coffee. Hello, Mr. Coffee. And let's go ahead and... Why did my chat drop? Get back up here so I can see my chat. Do the Y-Wings have bombs? They do. They actually have... Well, they're not bombs. They're downward-facing missile tubes. Here we go. So here's the beginnings of the ladder mod that supposedly works. What was the other mod that I wanted to show or test? Oh, yes! We're gonna need a medical bay for this. Medical bay, come to me. But how about not being upside down? That's just weird. A medical bay? This stuff is noisy. Why is the medical bay so noisy? And then... We already messed around with the weapons, so let's do this first. Let's do what everybody really wants to know is, does it work? Does the ladder mod work? So way back in the day, if you're fairly new to Space Engineers, or at least you haven't been playing in the last year or so, way back when, there used to be a ladder built into the vanilla game. Yes, FPS, the sim speed is really low because this ship is humongous. We pasted in a bunch of stuff. Yeah, there used to be a ladder mod, and it was awesome. Mounting ladder. Look up to climb, look left and right to dismount, look back to jump off. Oh, what? It's like a script. Mounting ladder, look down. Oh, that's, okay, that works. And they removed it because it was buggy, basically. I should have done this on like a fresh map. We shall climb the ladder to the heavens. That's what we're gonna do. Let's try it out. So it's like a weird scripted thing, but it seems like it works pretty well. Ladders were just super useful, and I actually really liked the animation. Let's see if the animation works. Mounting ladder? Okay, so there's no animation, because it used to actually have one, but I dig it. Like, this actually works. This works pretty well. I wonder how it works in multiplayer. We've got ladders again. There's no climbing animation, but, you know, maybe that's a work in progress. And then look left and right to jump off. Ah, there you go. Now what happens if I break it? There's no natural gravity, so it should just float. If I bump it. Bump it. Oh, nope. Okay, well, that's a thing. Remove it. So there you go, guys. Ladders back in the game. There's a mod for it now. People have been bitching about bringing back ladders for ages. They have been brought back. Oh, good grief. Let me just grab you. Be gone. Get out. Just get out. The next thing I want to show and test myself, because I've not seen it yet, is the new Sectan Sexy Shenanigans Tech Marine. What? What? It's even got the arm. I think this is version 1.0. The sim speed is a little low, guys. That's why the audio is not matching up. And why I seem like I'm running through pudding. Pudding? Is that what we're gonna use? I guess so. There you go, Tech Marine. Can I actually see the little arm piece while I'm... Yeah, you can, just barely in the left-hand side. Not bad at all. I dig this. I dig this. What else we got? I thought I saw Blood Raven. Was that the one that I put in here? Tech Marine Standard. Wait, is there a no helmet version? Oh, whoa, okay, his texture's totally black for me. And it's not my doing, okay. Just making sure it wasn't me. No helmet, Tech Marine. Oh, he's got, what? So he's gotten no helmet in there, nice. Oh, it's gonna get better and better for anybody who wants to make Warhammer machinimas. It's fine on hitbox, Captain. Does it open beer bottles? I assume you could open beer bottles with that arm. You could do many things with that. Probably changes your oil. And makes dinner. And then, of course, this isn't from Sectan, but... It's like Dirty Stormtrooper because I've got the stuff turned. So let's go over here and let's do... There we go. Change the session. I can change my color? Oh, what? He actually made this colorable? That's really weird. I'm gonna keep him white, because that's... Look at that. Oh, I'm so happy that we've got stormtroopers now. Wah! But we don't have jetpacks. Listen to me. Listen to me, bitch. I finally get stormtroopers, and I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't have a jetpack, so, you know, it could be better. Oh, I'm such a jerk. Pretty excited about that, though. It's gonna make such good videos. You guys don't even know. Right there. So much better. So much better. All right, I can't move around, though, with that on. So let's go ahead and swap out to the normal dude. Space engineer, but, like, this white one. And we're going to remove all this extra stuff that I placed, because get out of here. Because I'll forget. Go into spectator mode. Easier to move around. I think if we make this a station, I need to check and see if it is. It could lower the issues that I'm having right now. Well, the sim speed is kind of low. So let's go ahead and drop one of these. How about we do it in the direction of the ship in case I have to fly it? Sounds like a good plan. And see, are you considered a ship right now? So, info. Should be a shadow trooper. And let's do ship name. All right, so we have ship name, convert to ship. It is not a station, so we're gonna have to make this a station. It means we're gonna have to fly the Star Destroyer. Probably. Oh man, this is gonna be a thing, isn't it? Let's do new station. All right. Let's do a merge block. You know what I didn't turn off, though, was the... Oh, you're not exactly lined up, are you? Damn, no, you're not. I didn't turn off the ability for stations to become moving objects, which is something I'm probably going to have to... Oh, no! No! What did you do? Damn it, Star Destroyer. Why? Why would you do this to me? Now my bits are flying through space. I'm not okay with this. You jerk. This will definitely fix the frames, though. I'm gonna have to get out of it. I'm not gonna load again, though, but this is on my list of things to do to make this map work properly. And once I make this, oh, good grief. Once I make this into a station that can't be turned into a physics object, my sim speed will go back up to, you know, proper levels. Proper levels. So, what we're gonna do now, because we're coming to the end of the stream, I'm gonna start making dinner. The plan now is to crash some shit into the moon. Because everybody keeps asking, Shaq, break something. So let's break something. Because since we don't have the shield mod, I can't really fix this or balance it. We're gonna have to just call it here. I need the shield mod. I also need to do the faction stuff on this, which is gonna be really boring to watch. So what I will do is, should we, I wanna hear it in the chat, should we crash the AISD into the moon? We're gonna make a new version of this. We're gonna make another version of this. We got plenty of versions of it now. Yes, yes, do it. Yes, break things. Bring it into the gravity and see what happens. She's gonna need thrusters. She has no thrust at all. You guys are so violent. You just, like, break everything, Shaq. Break everything you put into the world. I see. I see how it is. All right, let's do it. I wanna see it crash, too. Thrusters. These thrusters only go one direction. Straight down. You think that's enough to push it? She doesn't have to go fast. She just needs to get into the gravity well. And then the moon's gravity should do the rest. Because if we go down, she only has to get to about right here before she's in 0.05 gravity, which will eventually increase to about 2.5, I think? Yeah, 2.5 maximum, which should be enough to just destroy the server. Oh, right. We need a cockpit again. When in doubt. Fly it into the sun. I can't do that. Wish I could. Just teleport myself onto the bridge. Captain on deck. There's no way out of this. There's no way out of this hole. Turn on my light. Whoop. Taking command of the bridge. Oh boy, all right, so let's turn this on. Let's see if we can move it with just these little bit of thrusters. We're probably gonna need more power. All right, firing thrusters. We do have momentum, turning off inertial dampeners. We're at 1 meter a second. Doesn't seem like much, but when you think about the scale of this Star Destroyer. She's going down. All right, so let's get a nice, there you go. I can kind of see the side, the speed. Let's get a nice camera angle. And we can take back control now that we have the camera set up. Turn the UI on, and let's continue to accelerate. 4 meters a second. I find your lack of thrust disturbing. Indeed, but it's getting good. It's getting there. I guess I could have put more thrusters on it. Abandoned ship, we're all gonna die. All right, let's do, I'm gonna get out of the cockpit. Spectator mode control. Let's see if we can get some more speed. We need more power. Well, we didn't have weapons there, so let's do just... There we go. That should give us some more oomph. Switching over to control. Oh, I'm not actually inside a cockpit. Get in the thing. Get in the thing. Okay, firing thrusters. Which you can't actually see because, there we go. That's better. Now we're getting there. Switching to, should we do full speed? I wonder how the game will react to that. Full speed collision to the moon. I don't know. Let's find out. Dun dun dun! Plot twist. Hydrogen thrusters. Could have used hydrogen thrusters, but I think we got enough ion thrusters there that that she's moving. There she goes. Dun 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 dun. What's our speed? 20, almost 25 meters a second. Scramble fighters, abandon ship, all hands, abandon ship. Launch all shuttlecraft. Get as much of the crew off the ship as you can. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my cat's freaking out. He's like, feed me, it's time. Not until we crash this Star Destroyer. What's our speed now? 30 meters a second. Switching. What's our altitude? Let's see what the gravity cutoff is. Oh, we're in gravity. Artificial gravity starts at, well, we just entered gravity right now. There's the marker. You see my left-hand side? She's in gravity now. She's accelerating on her own. So what we have to do now is, there's only one thing to do. Walk around the bridge, go down with the ship like a proper captain. Whoa! Or be on the roof, because that's the thing. Quickly! I need gravity! Get over to the thing. She was a fine vessel indeed. There we go. Now I'm sitting in the window. We're well into the gravity field, and the farther we get in, the more pull it'll have, and the more acceleration we'll get. Everybody wants to see Star Destroyer crash. And my character's like, where am I? I'm on the bridge. There I am. I've only been in command for like 2 hours. It's all for naught. Let's get down here. Let's get a nice... I love the sound effects when you get near one of the planets. I don't know why the moon sounds like it's got a little bit of an atmosphere. I wonder what her speed is right now. It's got to be around 50, 60-ish, probably. All stormtroopers get to the lower deck so you can cushion the crash. That sounds like a terrible plan. Now, it's moon gravity, so... Oh, yeah. Remember, the sim speed's low, too, so you're not seeing the full speed. I wonder how much damage this will do. Or will it, like, freak out and not do any? I've had that happen before. Oh, man. Oh, the game doesn't know what to do with itself. What are you shooting at? What are you shooting at? Oh, I think it's shooting at its own pieces that are, like, breaking off. Let me turn that down. Creak. That's a sound effect I'd like to hear. It's like metal buckling when it hits stuff, based on ship scale. I think it would be pretty cool. You know, damage? Oh, the TIE fighters! That's what it's shooting at. The TIE fighters are falling through the hole. It's still hitting the ground. Oh, it wrecked all the TIE fighters inside. Oh, they were all jerking around inside. Oh. Well, there used to be a whole bay of TIE fighters in here if you're just joining us. And there's a whole bunch of banging going on. And she's like scraping against the hull. What are you doing? Stop that. Stop it. This is why we can't have nice things. There you go, guys. You wanted to see the Star Destroyer crashed into the moon? It was a kind of a cushiony crash. But there she is. She's now like half embedded into the moon. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this stream, hit that thumbs up button for me. It does me a great favor. I will be streaming again on Sunday, and Saturday is going to be the Space Engineers Group Survival Series. I'll have another one for you that morning. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and Friday, Space Engineers is actually doing a stream over on their Twitch channel, which is tomorrow, so check that out. They're going to be talking about the future of space engineers and the future of medieval engineers. And that'll be an interesting one. I'll be definitely watching that one on my phone. All right, guys. Enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more gaming, sci-fi, modding goodness, and as always, thank you for watching. I will see you the next time we crash Star Destroyer. Look at that render distance. Oh, it's so good. Now I want to crash one on Mars so we can get like a Jakku screenshot. Indeed, indeed. Oh, and if you missed some of the stream, it will be up on YouTube in like, oh, I don't know. Give it like an hour, normally. It auto puts itself up there. When it first goes up, it'll normally be really crappy quality. Give it like 10 minutes after that, it normally gets a little higher. So, later, guys.